Hello, I am SquidofLove. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, where we continue, of course, our journey with the goal of finding a better starship. I have to say that I was quite lucky this week with finding new starships, one after the other, and I'm gonna show them to you very soon. And the goal is to find a better starship with more inventory slots than our current one. Not that we really need the slots now that we are using the item stacking mod, but it is always good to have one extra slot. This first starship had 34 slots, one slot above our current starship. One more or one less is always what you find out there if you are looking for a crash ship, and this is unfortunate, to be honest. I would really love it if there was an opportunity to find a starship, a crash starship with more inventory slots, a lot more inventory slots than the one that you were flying, the one that you are flying at any moment. But unfortunately that's how the game is, and this is what we have to deal with. And this was the second crash starship with more slots than my current one that I found, 35 slots. It is quite easy if you are lucky to find one ship after the other and start getting more and more slots. This is really good. All you have to do, the best tactic to find these crash starships is to fly low above the ground. Keep your eyes open and always try to discover these crash starships. Unfortunately, there is no question mark. If you use your scanner, you are not gonna find them. You have to keep looking, you have to be very careful when flying above the ground. This time I was very careful. I didn't do the same mistake like in the previous episode. I had a lot of zinc with me, so we were able to take the new starships and go away without any real problem. When I keep looking like this, I usually find 2-3 starships every day. Of course, it depends on how many hours you play No Man's Sky every day. If you play more, you're gonna find more. It could be very easy to find better starships quite often and eventually get a 48 slot starship. The best way to find a 48 slot starship is to buy one. And this is what we have been working on. This is why we have been collecting all the valuable items before and selling them in order to reach these 94 million units, which are more than enough to buy 48 slot starship and continue your journey like this. The real problem with this tactic was the fact that I had never found a 48 slot starship in a space station before, and here is the first one, our brand new starship. Quite expensive, but not as expensive as I thought it would be. The cost of this starship was at around 55 million units, to be more precise 55.7 million units, but it's a beauty. It's a fully upgraded starship with all the slots that you are gonna need in this game. I decided to buy it. This is why we have been collecting all these units. This is why we have been collecting items on the surface of planets. I dismantled everything on the previous starship, took the materials and completed the deal. It is definitely not the most beautiful looking ship in the universe of No Man's Sky, but we don't really care. We have all the slots we were looking for, and I'm gonna continue looking for crash starships just in case we find a more beautiful one, a ship that looks more like a fighter than this freighter, I will call it starship, freighter-like starship, but it's going to do its job very well. I'm not gonna start upgrading yet. I'm gonna take a look around on some planets. Maybe I can find another one that I will like more. I will like more its looks. If we don't find one, then I will upgrade its hyperdrive and its engine and pretty much everything I can, and we will start traveling farther and farther with every jump, so we can start our journey towards the center. But we're not there yet. Before we start doing this though, there are other priorities I want to focus on first, such as upgrading fully our exosuit, getting all the upgrades for stamina, for breathing underwater, for protections, hazard protections, for our jetpack boost, everything we can get. I'm gonna start looking for materials and resources in order to build all these upgrades. And we still haven't upgraded fully our multi-tool. We need to find a better multi-tool. The one we have at the moment is quite good, but we need to find a better one. I'm pretty sure that we can find a better one out there. Then if we are not lucky enough to find a better looking Starship with the same slots, or 47, I don't really care, 47, 48, it's pretty much the same, we are going to start upgrading this one, and we are going to use it as our primary Starship in order to travel farther away and visit the center. Talking about multi-tools, we did upgrade since the last time. We have this now with 22 slots. It's following the same pattern, 2 more slots than the previous one, than the current one, and I'm gonna keep buying these or keep accepting them as gifts. It's quite common to receive better multi-tools as gifts, but you can also search around in buildings in order to find them, upgrade your multi-tool, upgrade your capabilities, and become better at harvesting materials and killing sentinels. To be honest, it has been a quite slow week. All I've been looking for was a new Starship, and I'm glad I found this new, better Starship, the best we had so far. But there are some more stuff I would like to show you, and for example this moon, this arid moon with inferno weather, truly hellish environment. This is definitely not a place you want to find yourself stranded, although quite beautiful, intimidating at the same time as well. I'm surprised there is some flora around the planet. There's nothing else we can do. There are no creatures. You don't want to wander around. It's not going to be good for you unless you stay close to your ship. It is definitely one of the unique environments No Man's Sky has and make this game interesting and very beautiful. Definitely a place that gives purpose and value to your exploration. And of course making the whole process of exploration around No Man's Sky and the universe of No Man's Sky a very rewarding experience. I have been visiting Gek planets, Gek systems, and I have to be honest, I don't really like these guys. I think they are always looking for a chance to scam you, like that guy over here. He asked for isotopes, and when you give him isotopes, he gives you nothing back. A known recipe. I don't trust these guys. And again, another example. This little guy, this little fella asks for materials again, viable materials, and when you give him the viable materials, he gives you what? Hot air. It's like the whole race has a purpose to steal others. I swear, sometimes I hope Viking will invade and destroy and annihilate these thieving creatures. Just tell me, be honest, have you ever had an honest transaction with these guys? The only one I can remember is the Gek on the space anomaly that gave us the Atlas Pass version 1, but I'm pretty sure he did that so he could steal whatever valuable we could find with that pass. What a race. The planets of No Man's Sky are full of weird creatures, and this is one of these weird creatures. A predator. A weird combination of a crocodile and something else that I can't really distinguish. It's hideous. It's ugly and I don't want to be near it. Swimming next to that thing, I'm gonna leave it and go away. I have no idea how that thing is managing to fly. It's a flying cow apparently, and you can find it only here in No Man's Sky. I don't even know what to say here. And remember that if you also want to earn a silly face in game, all you have to do is leave comments on my No Man's Sky videos. Before we end this video, I would love to show you a couple interesting mods, and the first one is Deep Space mod. As you can see here, it makes space beautiful. It removes all the colors, it removes all the bright colors and gives a more realistic appearance to space, but also on planets. With this mod you can feel like you are really flying in space. You can see there is dark around. Traveling around space and approaching planets is a lot more realistic and a lot more fun like this, to be honest. And it creates a much better experience on the ground as well, on the surface of planets, with a much better combination of colors. At least that's my opinion. The philosophy behind this mod is contrast and immersion. I think it does an excellent job and you should give it a try. Definitely give it a try. See how it looks, see if you prefer it than the vanilla game. What I like the most from this mod is how much better caves are now and how rewarding cave exploration is. Caves are finally dark and we have to use our flashlight, our torch, in order to navigate better inside them. It's not that difficult, we can go without the torch, but it just makes the whole experience better, the whole cave exploration more realistic. It gives meaning to what we do. And another great mod that you can use and combine with Deep Space is the NoHUD Mod. By simply clicking F5 on your keyboard, you can disable your HUD, you can disable everything that you don't want to see and take beautiful pictures. Very helpful mod if you want to take a nice picture, very helpful mod if you want to stare at a beautiful environment. Just hit F5, it will remove the HUD, it will remove all the signs from your screen, and by clicking F5 again you can get them back. I have the links for these two mods in the description, and please let me know if you prefer this format better. Sharing with you 1-2 interesting mods at the end of every episode of my journey, or if you prefer separate videos for the mods, taking a good look at one every time. Just let me know, tell me what you like the most. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I am SquidofLove and I will see you next time. Bye bye.